Hey everyone, I'm Wes Sego, and this is Java 2, Term 1503, Week 4 uh, review video. And this week we were to build 4 applications using various types of navigation controls. So this is going to be a long one, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. The first case study was a client requested to build an application that serves as a roster for a Little League Baseball league with 6 teams of 9 players. They would like the user to be able to select a team and display the names for each member of the selected team. So go ahead and pull in Jenny Motion. I'm going to start it off and show you what I did. In this particular application, I used a spinner. It just seemed to make the most sense. I actually went out and I got the names. I looked up Little League Baseball team names alphabetically, and I just grabbed the first A through F. And then I did the same thing with names. I went and got the most popular names in the United States for kids, and then also the most popular surnames, and I put it all together as a big list. So when the application starts up, the first item is selected, which is the team called Aces, and this is the roster. Go up and select the spinner, get the next team, the Badgers, the Captains, the Diamondbacks, the Eagles, and the Flyers, and so on. So it's also set to where it will recreate and scroll if you change it to landscape view. So taking a look at the code, let me slide this back out of the way. And I'll pull in my code. In this particular instance, I just used a single fragment, one activity, one fragment. And basically, as you select different items out of the spinner, I replace the fragment, just making the change to the different array in the array adapter. So that was how I handled that. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the next application. See, the next one, case study 2, the client requested you build a weather application prototype using the Weather Underground API that provides the user with three features that will frequently be accessed: a detailed forecast for the current time, an hour-by-hour forecast, and a weekly forecast. And in the video, or in the Tuesday night WIMBA session, we decided that we didn't need to we could just use static data. We didn't need to go out to Weather Underground and get that. So get this application started up. And I'll get my code over here. And I'll run it. I'll show you exactly how I handled this one. So for this one, I did use a tab bar, 3 tabs. It worked out perfectly, of course. The first tab, the default tab, is to display the current weather settings. The middle tab will be an hourly setup, and then the weekly will show by the week. So in this particular one, of course, I did set up separate fragments for all 3. And then I also made a current weather class. And I only used that in the current tab just to kind of simulate what I would be doing if I actually pulled that app in, or pulled that data in. But in the interest of time, I just used plain old static data for the hourly and the weekly. But basically, that's it. As you slide through them, it shows you, the information that was requested. So go from the current to the hour, and I did it by every 2 hours. And then in the weekly tab, I never did get back to finishing this up, cleaning this up, getting the gravity set right. I just started to run out of time. I finished this one up this morning, so. But that's that one. And then let's go ahead and open up the next app. The next app was the Nav Drawer app. Case study 3, the client requested that you build a news app prototype using static data with 4 main features. Main page that features a featured story, a news page which displays a list of recent stories, an image gallery for viewing breaking news images, and a settings page to disable data over mobile. So we'll go ahead and get that one over here. And start it up. So in this one I use the navigation drawer. Of course, this is the first time I've installed it in Genymotion, so it's starting out showing you that there is a navigation drawer there. And I have the 4 items in there. Now the settings actually should not be in this, that should actually come out over here on the action bar, or it could have come from a second navigation drawer that comes out to the right. But anyway, that's it. I took the very first news story that I found when I was making this. This was the day that the airplane crashed in France. And then for news, I just had some different news stories. I didn't actually create, it is an actual list view here, but I didn't create a details fragment. But I did put in a toast for each of these stories. If you actually click on them, it'll give you, a little bit of the story, which would be actually probably use a details fragment for that. Then images, I just put in an image, little image view. And of course, back to the news. This one is running in a list. It's a list fragment. It's not just a regular fragment. And the same for the settings. That's in a list fragment as well, of course. So anyway, that's that one. Now let's see. My original application was the one that I used for the final app, and I didn't get it sorted, man. Where I left mine, I wasn't saving data, and I had a lot of trouble. You can see right here I'm having issues with get, but that's because I actually took it out of there. But just over and over getting errors putting it in. But you go ahead and start it. I'll show you what it does. I don't have it deleting data. It saves data, but it just doesn't delete data. I set up the controls in it that were required. Let's see. I'll have to get it out of there because it's already on. There we go. So you can go over, add a new camera once again. Canon D60 DSLR, color camera. Save the camera. Go back over, or have clear the form here, and I have save camera here. Now, these controls don't work if I hit clear the form, it's gonna blow up. And the reason is because I added my fragments through XML instead of through code. But, I kind of figured that out I just started working on this one at about 6 o'clock, and I figured that out about 7:30, 8 o'clock. But in any case, those are not hooked up, so I didn't quite finish that app. But that's it. I hope everyone had a great week, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks.